Hi, today I'm going to be doing a VR to Tarot is Magic with the hashtag letsbetarotfriends. I have my cup of coffee here. Today we're also going to be doing something different. I have no makeup on. I want to film another video after this, so I'm going to be doing my makeup during this video because this video is all about getting to know the people that you watch online. And one thing that I really enjoy is makeup. In some videos I barely wear any makeup or no makeup at all. Sometimes I wear quite a lot of makeup and I get comments of people liking my makeup. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing makeup while I answer some questions. I am also very nervous. Tomorrow I'm going to a work trip. I got a new job. Did I literally just forget my sponge in the kitchen? I have a sort of a work trip. I got a new job and as a trainee, and all the new trainees are going to be going to like an introduction I don't know, there are multiple days, and I'm gonna be away for 3 days, which is really weird. I haven't really spent any time away from my boyfriend, except for when he was on vacation with his friends, and that was also only a weekend. So yeah. Okay, number one, what type of art are you looking for in a deck? I really like more modern art. I'm not necessarily very much a fan of what is it called, like collage art. Some I liked it quite a bit in the Muse Tarot. I no longer have that deck. I now also got the Furhexa Tarot from MJ Cullinan, and that one is also collagey, I would say. At least it looks collagey. I'm not really an expert in types of art. I don't know. And so that is what I don't like. But what I do like is more modern. I really love my Good Karma Tarot, which is really bright. I love bold colors. I love colorful images. So I'm not really one for monochromatic types of color schemes in art. I like bright colors, bold colors, but I also don't mind like minimalistic types of decks, like the Fifth Spirit Tarot, because that I don't necessarily love for the artwork, but more for the concept and the theme, if that makes sense. So what do I search for in a deck? It has to be shuffleable. I struggle with mobility issues in my hands, so if a deck is too large, my hands, I cannot handle it. So that is usually a big turn off and a reason why I declutter a deck. I also wanted to be an easy reader, and I know that that is super subjective, which makes it really hard sometimes when shopping for deck. But I like looking at an image and instantly knowing what the card is trying to tell me. And of course I know like the keywords and shit, but the card itself also has to tell me something. I also like when a deck brings something new to my collection. And the funny thing is, usually we would look for decks that are kind of similar. We say that we like different things, but when it comes down to it, we tend to look at things that are similar to what we already have because that is what we like. So I think it makes sense that a lot of my decks are more modern, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I always spend a lot of time blending out my foundation. It's really glowy. I have oily skin, so that is maybe not the best thing for me. And also a deck has to be inclusive. I really appreciate it if deck creators think about, that there are more than just like 1 or 2 different types of skin tones. So that is what I look for in a deck. What deck are you most intrigued by right now and why? Ooh, well, it was the Enchanted Furhexa, but now I got that, so let me actually take a look at my Amazon wish list. No, I actually have a whole Google Doc where I have all the decks that I have, my wish list. I'm definitely doing a wish list video soon. So, well, first of all, the new upcoming Season of the Witch decks I'm really intrigued by. I'm really excited by them coming out, which I pre-ordered Letha. Lemmas isn't available for pre-order yet on the Dutch Amazon, so I'm gonna have to wait on that. Let's see, what else? Well, there are more decks that are coming out soon, but I'm also intrigued by the Bonefire Tarot. It's been one that I've had my eye on for a while, but I keep thinking like, nah, I don't think that I'm gonna need that. But it's so bold and colorful, so that intrigues me. I have a ton of decks that intrigue me. Wow, that looks really bright on camera. This is my first time trying that. Wow, that is glowy. Wow, it looks like white on camera. So it's time to use my concealer, which is new, and we can go to the next question. Is there a card in a deck you always check out first, and why? Not necessarily, but I do appreciate a good strength card, a good sun card. Mainly those I really look for. Is this too dark? I don't think so. You can not really tell on camera. I don't know, I feel like I'm washed out a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. If there's one card in a deck you really don't like, would you want to miss out on it? It really depends on how much I love the rest of the deck. If the rest of the deck is really, really great, I can excuse a one card that I don't love, you know? I don't know if I love this concealer. I got it today. It's a drugstore concealer. I really love the eye brightening thing that I did, but on camera it looks really, really white. But I think that's partially the light as well. It looks ridiculous on camera, but it looks quite good in real life. So it's the real life that counts, even though I'm literally only doing my makeup for camera. Then what is your favorite or least favorite card in tarot, and why? I think the first one that comes to mind for the least favorite is the 5 and 7 of Swords, because they are the cards that have confused me for the longest when it comes to tarot. And my favorite, again, the Strength and the Sun card. I also like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to show you. I'm doing my makeup here. I'm not really showing you any more decks, but I know that this card is on top of it because I just pulled it in a reading. Look at this World card from the Enchanted for Hexa Tarot. I am obsessed with this. This is so pretty, and there are a lot of cards in this deck where I'm like, wow, that is absolutely amazing. And then there are also some cards that I don't really love necessarily, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Ooh, let's see, what are first I'm using this cream bronzer. I got some makeup today, which is why I wanted to play with makeup. Next, what do people close to you feel about tarot and you doing tarot? So I have one friend who also does tarot. We don't really see each other that often, which is a shame, but she does tarot herself, so obviously she loves it. Ooh, that looks orange on camera, but it looks quite okay in real life. I have another friend who is also quite spiritual. I think she has a deck of oracle cards. I think her boyfriend has a deck of oracle cards. So I still want to do a reading for her. She still wants her cards to be read by me. So that is going to be really, really fun. And my other, I don't really have many other friends. I hang out with my in-laws a lot, my sister-in-law. She knows that I do tarot. She doesn't really care about it. She doesn't really ask about it, but she respects it that I do that. And that's really the most common response, I guess, that people respect it. They're okay with it. They don't really ask me questions about it because it's not something that they personally believe in. I can talk to them about the fact that I do YouTube, and when I hit a subscriber goal or something, they congratulate me. They think it's really cool, but they don't watch my content because they don't really care about tarot. Oh my god, I love this bronzer. It is freaking stunning. Oh my god. I feel like I have to build it up a little bit more because I am going over it with powder, and usually that minimizes the appearance of it. I have the same with the blush that I'm going to use, which is a liquid blush. This is from Rare Beauty, which is a brand by Selena Gomez, though she might be selling it. I don't know. Then how do you feel about the esoteric stuff in tarot? That's not really my thing. I don't know. I have struggled a lot with what exactly my spiritual beliefs are. I'm not really sure. I know what I know is that I enjoy tarot. I believe in tarot, and I enjoy astrology. I do believe in astrology, but I am more comfortable with tarot. And if I were to try to convince someone else of something spiritual, I guess, then I would be more comfortable trying to convince them of like the truth of tarot and the worth and benefit of tarot. That would be something that would be way easier for me to do. What about the rest of the question? Like esoteric stuff in tarot, I am just not really sure. I don't really know a lot about it, so it's really hard to really have an opinion of it. I know some people, for them, the esoteric stuff is super important, but for me, I don't know. It's not really my thing. It's not how I got into tarot. I'm not really into the whole witchy thing either. I might have used a little bit too much blush. Oh well, we're gonna set it with powder anyway, so everything should be mattified a lot. Let's see, next question. RWS thought Marseille and why? I am 100% an RWS girly. I had one Marseille deck, and that was, or Marseille inspired deck, and that was the Tattoo Tarot. I decluttered it in my most recent declutter, if you've watched that. Let's see. That looks freaking stunning. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. Okay. And thought just not really my thing. I don't know. I know that there's probably problematic things with all of the creators from those types, like all those systems, but I'm more about RWS. That is what I feel comfortable with. That is what I have learned with. That is what I teach in my like in my workshop, what I use within my membership. I have a membership on Patreon. More details will be in the description box. It's called Magic Makers. I'm really proud of that. Then, what are your thoughts on cardstock? As long as I can shuffle it, I'm okay. Like, it doesn't need to be luxe. I know some people really, really love the linen cardstock. I personally don't really, because it doesn't necessarily make it easier for me to shuffle. I don't like it when it is so thin that I'm like, am I gonna rip this when I shuffle? Let's see, I'm gonna use a little bit of powder bronzer, just a little bit, just because I want to try this out, because it's new. So yeah, I have to be able to shuffle without hurting my hands or being afraid that I'm gonna rip the cards. And also, it's not really cardstock, but more card size. Again, I'm gonna need to be able to shuffle it. The Verhexa Tarot is very much on the edge of what I'm able to handle. Bags or boxes. I used to be diehard bags because I made a lot of my own bags. I mean, I still crochet. I literally have a crochet project laying here beside me, and I have a bunch of my crocheted amigurumi on my shelf here with joining my tarot cards. But now I am more about the boxes. There are only 2 decks that I have in bags. The NRK Tarot, because I threw out the box because it just was absolute fucking shit. And also the Good Karma Tarot. I still have the box. I threw out the insert of the box. Yeah, that box, you had to divide your deck into 2 sections and put it in that way, and I absolutely hate that. So I didn't want to do that. So I have a bag for it, but it's really, really pretty. So right now, boxes. How did you learn tarot or get into it? So I got into tarot through Bahati Life. Jessica Alexandria, I think is called. Ooh, Jessica Alexandria, I think, yeah. And that is because I was interested in astrology. So I was looking up astrology videos on YouTube because I love YouTube, and anytime I get a new interest, I have to look it up on YouTube and see what everybody else is saying. And then she did a video where she combined tarot with astrology, which was really, really new for me. I hadn't seen that before. So I was like, but tarot, that is like fake, right? That is not real. So, but then everything she said that came from her tarot cards were spot on for what I was going through at that moment, and I was sold. I bought my first tarot deck. Of course, I watched a shit ton of videos to see what deck I should buy. My first tarot deck was the Modern Witch Tarot. I no longer have that because the cardstock I couldn't handle. And then I just learned by doing it. I made my own cheat sheet that I printed out, so every card that I pulled I referred to my cheat sheet until I had familiarized myself with all the card meanings. So yeah, that is how I taught myself, and that is how I got into tarot. Best news in tarot world you heard lately? I've kind of been not that much in the loop, I think, when it comes to tarot news. I'm not really sure what the best news is. I can't really think of anything, like anything news related. I don't know. Let's see. How many decks are on your to get list? So that is my wish list, I guess. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tarot decks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oracle decks. So that is what is on my wish list right now, and I'm definitely gonna do a video on what is on my wish list because I think it's fun. If you could if you could only keep 3 decks, which ones would you choose and why? That is not fair. I absolutely hate that question. Literally, I am sort of like, am I just gonna refuse answering that question because it's really, really hard? I recently did a declutter video, collection and declutter video, where it was like, okay, these are my favorite decks that have to stay, and those were like easy 10, 12, up to 16, I think, that I just knew that I had to keep. Oh my god, I love my Good Karma Tarot. Absolutely love that deck, but I also really like my This Might Hurt Tarot. I love my Lightseers Tarot, so those are the first 3 that came to mind. But then also I am obsessed with my Dreaming Way Tarot. I love this deck, one of my favorites. And I also have the 5th Spirit Tarot that I have been really, really enjoying. And then I have my Tree Keeper's Oracle, which is an Oracle deck, and a lot. More than 3 is what I would keep if I could only keep 3 decks. How does knowing tarot influence your everyday? Oh my god, sometimes something happens and I'm like, that is such a, I don't know, 3 of Pentacles moment. That this is like, I'm in my Hanged Man era, you know? So I feel like that is how it influences my everyday. Sometimes when something happens, I'm like, ooh, if I did a tarot reading on this, I bet this card would come up because that is what I'm feeling right now. So that is how it influences my my everyday. If you could turn back the time, would you have learned tarot any other way? I don't think so. I think my way was pretty efficient by just doing and having a cheat sheet. That is literally how I teach tarot right now, so I obviously think that it's a good way to learn. Yeah, I wish I had more people in real life to practice for, but I did a lot of online readings for people in this Discord community that I was a part of. And I also have a Discord community, by the way, if you want to like switch readings, do readings for each other. That could be really fun. Okay, what are your thoughts on the 3 of Swords? That is a random question. What are your thoughts on the 3 of Swords? I think because it's like, it is sort of heartbreak, but it's like the mental load, the mental impact that something like that something emotional can have on you. So that is sort of how I feel about that, what I feel like it means. It was definitely a card that confused me. It was a card that scared me a little bit. Right now I am seeing the 3 of Swords as like an old pain, like an old pain, old trauma, something that emotionally hurt you in the past, that is currently still mentally influencing you. That is how I see that. I don't know if I have enough time left for my makeup because I'm almost running out of questions. How many decks do you have right now? So let's see my sheet. I have 19 tarot decks and I have 15 oracle decks. So I'm not gonna do the math. You can do the math. If you could befriend one person on TarotTube or in the tarot world, who would it be? So I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm really out here on my own. Like, I know a lot of tarot tubers talk about each other and They seem to be friends, and I am in a tarot Discord with a bunch of other tarot creators. I'm not really that active in it. That's my fault, you know. I could be more active. I could talk more, and I'm trying to work on that because I do want more tarot friends. I do want a connection with other tarot creators, but I feel like sometimes I'm just here in my little bubble, you know. I feel like even though I have quite a few quite a nice amount of subscribers, I feel like I don't really fit in with the channels that are bigger, like Lisa Pepez. I know she knows I exist. Dawn Michelle, I have no idea if she knows I exist. So I'm not really like big enough to be with them. Danny Mystic, I know Danny knows I exist. She follows me on Instagram. But I also don't really feel like I fit in with the smaller channels that are doing really well. Like Krista Chronicles is her new channel named Peekaboo Rose. And all those. So, and those are the people that I talk with Krista from time to time on Instagram. And Peekaboo Rose is one of the people that is in that Discord server. So I try to keep up, but like if I had to choose one, I literally wouldn't know. But like I would love to be like in the in crowd with the tarot people. But then again, I have a really nice community here with you guys, with my subscribers, and in my own Discord community that you can join. Link is in the descriptions, completely free. So I definitely feel like I have some online tarot friends, but they're just not creators. Well, some of them are, but most of them are viewers of mine, and I don't mind that either because I've been having a lot of fun chatting with people in the Discord as well and getting to know people. That is also what I love about doing live streams, where you can really get to know people. So yeah, what is your favorite part of the day to do tarot? Whatever I feel like I don't really do tarot in the morning. I know that would be like a great time. I've also been really slacking with my tarot practice. I don't know if it's tarot burnout. I don't know if it's just regular burnout, because that is something that I've struggled with. I definitely have been doing some readings regarding my new job and just how I am feeling, things that I need to focus on, especially since I got the Verhexa Tarot. I've been really inspired to start reading tarot again, to do more tarot readings, I guess. I think I like the evenings or like the late afternoons is what I like. Super simple eye, literally just brown eyeshadow, and I think I'm gonna put gold on the inner corner. I have the Urban Decay Naked Half Baked. I had the first Urban Decay Naked palette when it came out years ago, and that was my first splurge. It was also my first eyeshadow palette, and I had used and abused that palette. So when I saw this, like, it is basic as fuck, but it's really pretty. So just using the gold in the inner corner, which is something that I used to do with the original Naked palette. Do I want eyeliner? I don't want to do eyeliner right now. A confession. I think what I said earlier, that I feel like I'm on my island a little bit all by myself in YouTube world. I feel like that is already sort of a confession. Yeah, what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, sometimes I feel not like an outsider necessarily, but I don't know. I like it, or like I like it when I hear other YouTubers talk about like, oh, I saw this on their channel, I saw this on their channel, but I don't really hear my name often, and I don't know if that is like a super Leo thing to say. It might be a super Leo thing to say. Ow. But yeah, that is how I feel about it a little bit. That I am a little bit of an outsider. I'm out here doing my own thing, and I love doing my own thing. Absolutely. I'm really happy with the content that I've been creating. I was a little bit uninspired for a little bit. I think part of that is that I'm on medication. I'm on antidepressants now. So I I don't know, I felt a little bit dampened, but that is definitely gone. I think doing a live stream and hanging out with you guys live and talking with you really helped me to sort of get the creative juices flowing, if you will. I started watching a bit more tarot content, so I was really inspired by that. That is how I came across this tag. And I thought, you know what, I am gonna do a bit more tags, because to be honest, they're quite easy but also really fun to film. So that is what I want to do. I want to do, what are my other videos, some more list videos of like decks decks I regret decluttering is a video that I have for later in April. I also want to do some more battle of the decks. So I did a video where I pitted the Lightseers Tarot against the Good Karma Tarot. Also, I did the Lightseers Tarot versus the Modern Witch Tarot, and I want to do more of those. So if there are any decks that you're like, ooh, I want to see those pitted against each other, I already have some ideas, but if you have a request, I can probably make that happen, you know, if I have those decks. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish off my makeup and I'll be back. Okay, so I am obsessed with my makeup. I think it looks really good. So that was my VR2 Tarot's Magic with hashtag, look at me, hashtag Let's Be Tarot Friends. So because, yeah, I want more tarot friends. So if you want to see more tarot chats and deck reviews, subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you here, but for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!